The great thing about building links is when you make connections with other people online, you build relationships. When you're exchanging valuable information, when someone likes the content that you're developing, they're going to link to you even more. And so linking is really a great way of online relationship building. When you educate your audience, they're going to recommend that other people read your information. When you have a conversation with your audience or with other webmasters, they're going to engage you in that conversation. When you provide research or other information to the market, they're going to link to your content and recommend it to others as well. Another way of building relationships is by looking at who's blogging in your community or even outside of your community. There's a great story of a wine called Stormhoek wine from South Africa. Many years ago, they were looking to figure out how they could expand their reach and visibility into the wine market. Well, what they did is they contacted 100 of the top bloggers all over the world, and they asked them if they would accept a gift of 2 bottles of wine. Well, I think that was an easy answer for these bloggers because they just about all said yes. And what happened, do you think, when these bloggers received their wine and probably drank it? They all recommended the wine. And in doing this, by bypassing all of the typical wine trappings, such as Wine Spectator, the magazines, the reviews, and all that, you see, they went to bloggers that blogged about technology, that blogged about relationships, that blogged about books. They talked to bloggers that were completely out of their market. But in doing so, they doubled their sales in 1 year because of that one promotion. They built relationships with the bloggers. They offered them something of value, and in return, they got links and recommendations from opinion leaders all over the world. Discussion forums are another great place where you can become the expert and show people, here's the information that we know about because we're in the business. And you can provide very clear instructions or advice. For example, I like to read a forum about cars, and so it's very interesting when looking for specific parts to see how people recommend that if you're looking for this part, here's where you go find it. And it's a great way to build links, and it's always nice to have experts who know what they're talking about clarifying specific issues. You can also create invitation links. You do that by developing a case study that might also involve a different company. And in doing so, you can get that company to link to you. Also, people are very interested in case studies. So if you offer it as a PDF download and you send that out to people and invite them to download it, they will republish that link. And so it will spread across the network that people can download these case studies. You can also create a pre-sale page. A pre-sale page is where you develop a page on your website that focuses on another author or another company or another product. And we also call this the ego page because you have developed this page about somebody else. The chances of them linking to that page and telling other people that you can see that I've been linked to from this company is very great. So you can also do that if you have a guest author. If you bring in a guest author to write on your blog or on your website or create an article, chances are they're going to link to you from their website, showing people that they've been interviewed or that they provided a guest post. The key here is in creating content that's portable, because people that come to your site to read the content, they are either sharers or distributors. They'll either link to it through social media or through email and recommend it to other people, or they're going to actively repost, write something about it, and link back. So people absorb content differently and they reflect it differently. Some will take the smallest action possible to publish it along. Others will make a large effort in creating another article that is related to your article because you inspired them with some ideas. Find out who these people are and give them the information that they need to do more. And also, if you do any amount of press releases, be sure that when you send out a press release, both online and offline, that it includes links. Include picture and video. PR sources have said that if there are pictures and video that they can republish in their online sites, chances are they'll publish that press release. So be sure you include your contact company information, including a URL to your company's website. And finally, you can get attention. When you write your articles, consider a good hook to get people interested. So you can write an article that attacks another company. Not something I would recommend, and it has to be done very subtly, otherwise you can look pretty bad. You can be humorous. Write something that's funny that people aren't expecting. Top 10 lists work all the time. The top 10 ways to get links, the top 10 ways to get rankings, the top 10 ways to design a website for rankings. Those things let people know that there's only 10 things, my time's limited, here's what I can learn very quickly. You can also write something that is against the accepted norm. That's called the contrarian topic. Write something that seems to be completely opposite of what people are thinking. You're going to get attention and you're going to get links. And of course, trending topics. It was amazing to me that the day Steve Jobs died, that there were millions of websites all writing articles about Steve Jobs. A lot of them were writing articles because they knew that was the top search term for that week, were people searching for information about Steve Jobs. And so editors took it upon themselves to all write articles because they knew they would get more visitors based on that trending topic. And you can be a resource of immediate, up-to-date news if you've got the capacity that people know that they're going to get the information from you first, or an opinion. Now, if you're a larger company and you've been around for a while, and you've got some presence with some linking from other sites, one thing that we would recommend is going to a discussion forum that might have a lot of links coming to you, or a news source, or any other type of site that might have a lot of links coming into your site. You need to build a relationship with that editor or with the owner of that website, because chances are you can improve the anchor text of all those links that are coming into your site. You can also make sure that the links that are coming to your site all go to the right page. If you've redesigned your website a few times and the URLs have changed, then many of those links are not going to provide the lift for search engines because they're all sending people to wrong pages. When building that relationship with the website owner or manager, you can always offer an incentive such as advertising on their site. That's one way that they'll listen to you and start offering you services that they may not offer other people. But it could initiate new opportunities. Webmasters and especially discussion forums love to have experts. And if they can have a brand expert as part of their arsenal, it will help them be better than other discussion forums. And so those new opportunities are great ways to get people engaged and to improve the linking that you already have. So when you're building links, remember, it's all about creating a community. It's all about investing information into that community because that information is exchanged through goodwill and incoming links to your website because they see the value in what you've provided.